Alright, I'm going to show you the changes I made. So far I've got the adjustment legs in the front and the back. Everything is working perfectly. I have raised the engine motor mount up 2 inches. The way I've got it set up right now, I should be able, well, I measured it when it was on the floor. I could drop that in 1 inch above the water level and raise up this end to where I've got a 2-to-1 pitch for the overall length, which is 7 foot 4 inches right now. What I did to the header box here is I wanted to do something about the rocks getting hung up on this thing. So what I did is I actually put 2 bolts in right here with the bigger heads on them. That way I can have somewhere to put it higher up, and I can also lower it down to where it originally was. So it'll work good for you know, using it as a high banker and that kind of stuff. And I took the other pipe out so you can see it real well. Now another thing I made, major change, is I took the Grizzly and I put it on the springs. So it's spring loaded now. I'm thinking that when the rocks, big rocks, hit it, bounce it, it may help bounce some of the material off. And I do think I'm going to go ahead and take these little ones that I was told to leave loose, every other one. I think I'm going to go ahead and weld them together. But that's where my biggest problem is. The rocks will stick there, and a big one will come in and hit it, and it'll get wedged in there, and then it won't come out. Now, I don't know whether this is going to work until I actually get a chance in the spring to run it. Hopefully it'll work good. So far it seems to be pretty good. It's noisy with these loose pieces though. But the other change I made to the header box is I made these little slip joints right here. They pivot. I got a bolt on the back side. So when you let this down, it pivots and turns out like that out of the way. Now this is allowing me to go up 6 inches higher than I originally could. And this is what I made the first time. And I had it mounted on here, and it worked really good, but it was limited. It just, you know, it wasn't, that was as high as I can ever make it. And whenever you put the sluice box up at an angle like this gets flatter. You know, because a high banker and a dredge, they're similar, but with the header box they're a little bit different. Got to be at different angles. I want to do a lot of experimenting with it, find out what's going to be the optimal angle to have it at to make everything work good. Now, one thing I'm definitely think I'm going to go ahead and change is I've got this ball joint system right here that I made so whenever I had water hooked up to a high banker, you know, so I can control the water pressure, you know, in the high banker itself, slow it down, speed it up. All I have to do is speed up or slow down the pump motor. I don't need this. And as you can see from the cracks in here, I don't know if you can see them or not, it got frozen and broke. So I'm just going to cut everything off of here. The only thing I need is a place to hook my hose on right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the place for the water hose right at the pump motor where I can switch it on and off. Of course, you know, this went on like this, and you always make it to where you can pull these pipes out because they'll get full of gravel and sand, and you have to pull them out and clean them out.